Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk with Johneri'O Scott. Of course, I'm your host, Johneri'O Scott, and today I have my guest, my girl, Kiwi. You know, that's what we call her. But we're going to talk about her book, Kiwi. Talk about the journey. I think it has to be like a year.
Yep, within a year.
A year. And then from there, y'all, we're going to ask you questions about this keto diet. Everyone's doing it. So, you know, let's see what everybody's talking about. So you guys stay tuned. You don't want to miss out. This is Let's Talk with Johneri'O Scott.
To the show with Johneri'O, you know how it goes. TV or radio, he coming with them topics, so you better watch it. We can talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Tune into the show with Johneri'O, TV or radio, you know how it goes. Coming with them topics, and it's not stopping. We can talk about it. Let's just talk about it.
So what's up, y'all? We are back, and I'm with Kiwi. How you doing?
Good. You know, just living life.
This is living life in these Atlanta streets.
A little bit. Not too much.
Not too much. But man, you have been, your journey over this last year. Can you believe a year and you got the impact and the experience and just the outlook of the everything, diet, the keto, the learning.
Yeah.
Man, how have you been just taking it in?
It's a lot. It's very overwhelming. The support has been amazing. I will tell you, a year ago, I never thought I'd be here. Like, I never thought that I would have a book out. Like, it's crazy. But I'm very blessed and thankful for it, I must say. Yeah.
And then your journey is how it started, because you said it started like just as a 21-day financial fast. You know, like, let me add this in there.
Yeah. So what happened was it was New Year's Day, so it was like 4 a.m. I was like kind of leaving back from hanging out with friends, celebrating, and the Lord was kind of like, okay, you know what, we're gonna take you away from social media too. And I was like, Lord, I'm already doing stuff. Like, I actually was starting a keto challenge, a 30-day keto challenge to kind of continue my weight loss. And I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. So I got off of social media January 2nd, and January 4th, the vision and everything for the book actually came to play. Like, just listening to God, like, for real.
Really? Listen, you gotta listen to God. I'm telling
Yes.
you, that be that vision. When it's there, you're like, all right, so it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there.
Really?
So, how did it start? Did it start with, because you did a diet first and then you started the keto?
Right. I was doing another popular diet at that time. It was called the Dukan diet, which is it's more so like protein, high protein. And I saw my boss. He was doing keto at the time, and I was like, I don't know. You know, I was skeptical, just like everybody else.
Right.
And I was like, let me see. So I watched him for like 6 months, and he lost like 65 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, all right, January 1st, 2018, I'm getting on board. I'm doing this. So that's how it actually started. That was my introduction to lazy keto at that time. And so I was doing that at first, and I was losing, but I was yo-yoing because I was cheating. So then when I was introduced to straight keto in July, that's like when a lot of my weight loss came. So from like the end of July to the end of December, that's when I lost like over 70 pounds. Yeah.
I knew he was in the mirror like, yeah, I got
Baby,
going.
listen, I was just like, okay, girl, I see those shakes start coming in. And I was like, Lord, okay. And then, like, I think the thing that I really liked about it is that I didn't really take away from the things I was eating. So I was still eating, like, pizza and chicken wings and all those stuff. It's just that with the pizza, I would just scrape the toppings off. So I would eat that. I would not eat the bread. But, like, I was still getting the same stuff that normal diets didn't allow, and which normally cause people to, you know, to not be successful in it, because they're like, I can't do this, I can't do that. But like with this, it was crazy because it worked, and I just was like, Lord, like, I ain't never giving this up. So like when like people would ask, you know, like, you want to donate, because sometimes people don't understand, so they'll be like, you know, they'll offer me stuff and they'll be like, no, they'll be like, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, listen, it's not as hard as you think it is. It's a lot of research, but like that's why I think the book was created, because it shows the simple way. Like, I basically just put step by step what I did. There's no extras, none of all that other stuff that you see maybe advertised. A lot of that stuff is false advertising, because like you said, it's very popular. So you have these big industries, they hopping in on it because they want money. So they got people thinking that, you know, their products are what it is, when really keto is really you. It's you. You don't have to pay for no plan. It's none of that stuff. So that's just like, I'm just trying to educate people on it, that you don't have to do these plans and spend all this money for what? When really it's just clean eating. That's really all it is.
Clean eating. I'm sure y'all guys, you know about it, and I have a lot of people out there that want to try it. So you've been doing this thing, cooking. You know, she's now cooking on what is it, Mondays?
Yeah, on Mondays on my Insta stories, I do like a little cooking sequence. Yeah.
Listen, so what? So you said you can eat anything.
Yeah, just about anything, as long as you're not eating, carbs and stuff. So let's say you want a pizza. They have like recipes for like a fathead pizza where it uses almond flour or coconut flour versus like the white, the wheat, the standard flour that we use. Because what people don't understand is when eating carbs and refined sugars, those actually feed cancer cells. So a lot of people later on in life, when they find out they have cancer, it's always extreme because everything you've been putting in your body is not flushing out. Only thing it's doing is just staying in there. So a lot of people, when they get older, they find out they have these advanced cancers that it's like, wow, how I'm already at stage 3, stage 4. It's basically from the things you've been putting in your body from younger to older that never completely flushed out. So when you live a keto lifestyle, you keep those cancer cells to where they won't grow. So you don't have to worry about that later. I mean, it's a lot of benefits to it that as I got serious with it and I started researching, I just was like, Lord, like this is like, because I never want sugars. That's why I never go back to refined carbs or sugars, because I've seen like the effects of what they can do and like what can also happen if you stay away from them. So I'd rather stay away from them.
What would you say is your best keto meal?
My best keto meal, the one I love the most, is probably when I do my bacon keto pizza. So the crust is actually bacon, and then so then you put whatever sauce you want. Of course, I kind of try to stay away from anything that has like refined sugars, corn syrup, anything like that, any starches. And then you just add like any type of veggies and stuff. So mostly I'll do like, I love spinach, so every day I'll eat spinach. Listen, honey. So I'll put like spinach on there, some mushrooms, onions. I love onions. I love some onions too, right? And then like I'll add like some shrimp on there or something like that. But when I do eat that, that's my only meal, because I also do intermittent fasting as well. Okay. Because that helps the body clean out. Yeah. So
you eat at like a certain day, a certain time.
Right.
And then let's say, so you fast from the time you wake up to 12, you eat like from 12 to 1 or 2, and then after that you fast the rest of the day?
You could do it, it's different hours. The standard right now is like you fast for 16 hours and then you have like an 8-hour eating window. So for me personally, and I've been doing this probably since I started strict keto in July, so I do this every day, like even like on the weekends, because I don't know, it's just something about when you finally get the results you want, and as you guys can see, like I'm barely saying anything about exercising, because whether you exercise or not, you will lose weight. Now, exercising is good as it helps tone, and of course, like with the extra skin loss and stuff like that, you kind of want to tone that in so that there's very minor that you have to do later. Let's say you may have to do like some what's it called, like tummy tuck or something like that, because of the extra skin. I mean, I came from 451 pounds, so it's like, yeah, that's a lot. So I definitely do try to tone here and there. But even if you don't, like if you don't want to work out, like, and that's the thing, like when anything else, they always tell you, you gotta work out, you gotta work out. But keto, you don't gotta work out if you don't want to. Like this is like the lazy people diet, like for real. So like being that it's cold, like I have not been working out as much, because I'm like, it's cold outside. Can't go out there. So that's when I fast. So I'll fast, like currently for me, I fast from 8 at night until 12:30 the next day, and then during that window is when I'll eat. But I also only eat one meal. So I will do like I'll replenish my electrolytes and everything like that at lunch, and I don't eat until I go home and cook dinner. So that's currently what I do.
So with your electrolyte, you just drink water or Gatorade?
No, you can't have that. So there's a broth. You take chicken broth, black pepper, cayenne pepper. I do put a little pink Himalayan salt in there, and then I have that to help replenish my electrolytes. Also, a tablespoon of butter. You put that in there too. So that helps with your electrolytes. And that's the thing with keto. If you do it wrong, you will have all kind of issues. But That's why it's so important on researching it, and everything is in the book. So there's no, like, from start to finish, it's in the book of what you need. I'm very adamant about you getting in your veggies, because that's the fiber. That's what you're gonna need to help, clean you out and stuff. A lot of people think keto is just meat on top of meat on top of meat.
Yep.
You need your veggies. It's imperative that you get your veggies. That's what's gonna help clean everything up. Sometimes I meal prep depending on what I'm gonna cook, but a lot of times my go-to is just like a protein, so it'll be like a sausage or a pork steak or something like that with sauteed spinach, of course. And then I may have like some eggs on the side, but that's my kind of go-to meal. It's quick, it's fast, it's cheap at the same time. Another benefit of keto, you will save money. Like I save money, grocery shopping, my grocery bill is probably like $50 a month. Like for real.
Well, you know what? Let me get on this keto, you guys. Listen, because groceries.
It's expensive. Food is expensive, but I found a way around this. So
a grocery list is also
there is a grocery list in there, and it's for everybody. There's people that do not do pork products, so there's turkey products in there. There's chicken products in there. There's everything you need. Even if you chew gum, there's certain gum that we can have as well.
Oh my God!
Because gum has aspartame in it, which is like another,
sugar.
I guess, kind of processed sugar that they do say kind of lead. There's not a lot of studies on it, but they say can lead to like cancer and stuff. So it's the gum in there. It's called Pure that you can have that doesn't have aspartame in it.
Listen, y'all, the list is in here. Meals are in here. If you get the flu starting off, the keto flu, that's in here. Like, she did her thing. Like, this is the masterpiece.
One-stop shop, right? One-stop shop.
Keto's one-stop shop. You got the. Did it take you long for the book?
No, actually, I started the book January. So I started the vision January 4th. I started on the actual book January 5th, and I was done January 23rd.
Oh, she was focused.
Intentional. It was God. I mean, be honest, like it really was. He brought the chapters to me. He helped me like format how I wanted to do it. And then I also had some clients that I was coaching at the time, like people I was helping that wanted to do keto because they saw my progress. And I kind of like used them for like certain things as well. So I mean, he had everything set up there, like for real. It was set up.
Like when I look at your chapters, I saw the keto flu. So when I saw that, I was like, it's a keto for flu?
No, just like anything, when your body is detoxing away from stuff, there's certain symptoms that you may feel. So my first go around, I never caught the keto flu. Okay. But the keto flu is similar to the regular flu, so you may experience nausea, headaches, things like that, because your body is like getting rid of the carbs and the sugars. So once your body does that, you go into a state of ketosis when your body changes and it's now burning off fat as energy. It's using that for energy. So some people will experience that, some people don't. I did not experience it when I first started, but the crazy thing is, as I started writing the book, I actually experienced it. Like, while I'm not playing, like, I really did. I'm like, what is going on? Like, because during a holiday, I did allow myself to have, like, wine. Wine is, like, something not on there. I will say you can have it, like, sparsely, but another amazing thing is, like, you can drink on keto. You can have liquor. You just can't have, like, a mix or, any kind of juice or something with it. So,
like tequila.
So let me tell you, so around the holidays, your girl had a little too much, so I pick, because of course with everything has calories. So I kind of went a little out. This was my first time being on keto during the holidays, so I allowed myself that I was going to beat myself up for that.
Right.
So with drinking, I kind of packed on a little pound, so I made sure I go back to my strict regimen and got it back together. So I think that's what it was, because I probably did knock myself out of ketosis by going back in. I did actually experience the keto flu. Let me tell you, honey, that ain't nothing. I mean, that thing had me down. I was down.
What's going on?
I was hurting.
Oh my God.
But there's also keto ways to come out of that as well. So like drinking like pickle juice to help. There's all type of different things you can do. Making sure you get in potassium and magnesium, that helps as well to shorten it. But it's different span for different people, and it varies on how long it lasts.
Let's go ahead and dig into the book. So your whole purpose behind the book was just to, you get questions. You want everybody, like, let me help you help me. help you.
Right.
You know,
exactly.
like, let's do so. Let them know about the whole background.
So the whole background of the book. So while I was doing keto again, I started in January, and then in July, that's when because I'm a snapper. Like I snap it up. Okay, and in college I got the name Community Friends. They're like, there's nobody Kiwi don't know, she won't talk to, whatever. So I have a big following on Snapchat. So Dave actually was the one that kind of watched me go through, and every now and again I may post like a side by side or something on Facebook or Instagram, something like that. But I started getting like a lot of people just asking questions. Kiwi, I know you're doing good on this keto thing. Can you kind of like, direct me? Which I didn't have an issue with, because I will say in the beginning, I just was like, oh my gosh, you gotta buy this, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do that. Like I was just kind of confused on how do you get your fats? How do you get this? How do you get that? So for me, it was just kind of like, okay, so people would come to me and it would be like, okay, Kiwi, can you like kind of help me? And I would like give a little bit of information, and then I'd be like, okay, you could go to this person or whatever. Because to me, I was just like, I really want to get involved with that and stuff. So I would just kind of brush them off and send them to like the person that I was kind of looking at and kind of following a little bit. And then it wasn't until when I was actually coaching somebody, that she was like, Kiwi, you need to be the coach, like for real. And this is somebody like a close friend. So I just was like, girl, I hear what you're saying, but nah, I don't know, because I was letting fear, take over me. And right there in the moment, I sit there and the Holy Spirit came to me and just was like, no, this is what you want to do. You want to be intentional. You say you want to start a business, you want to do something on my vision board, because me and my sister, we did our vision board in December, and in my envelope, that's what it had, to start a new business and that. So like immediately I was taken back to that day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump on it. And like I said, like everything just started falling into place. Like,
so what are your audience going to get from the Keto Lifestyle in a nutshell?
Basically, they're going to get from beginning to start how to do this without all the extraness, without feeling like there's so much to do it. They're going to get to be down to whatever goal side they set for themselves and continue this, because the point of this is to get on this and to not go back to carbs. So to live that healthy, intentional life that everybody wants, and still have the things you want. At the same time, still be able to eat the way you want to eat, but just moving away stuff, because we've been taught that, carbs and all this other stuff can help with lowering heart disease and cholesterol, all the stuff we were told. And that was because there's so much people here. Like, if everybody ate keto, like back then when they didn't have, we weren't advanced as we are today. If everybody did, we would have a serious issue. We'd run out of food. So they started creating these refined stuff and these cereals and all these sugars and stuff. And think about it. You can get, like, I'm a personal shopper at Aldi. I live at Aldi's. I can get a bag of spinach for $1.19, right? A bag of spinach, something that just grown, not a GMO. But when you go in the grocery store, a box of cereal, probably like almost $5 right now, a box of cereal. And what is it? It's just sugar and sugar and wheat and stuff. Like, it don't take that much to make cereal. So you got to start looking at things, and then it just became like a cash cow industry. It just started feeding that to people and have people really believe in that. But those things are not good for you. Over time, like, that stuff will cause more harm than anything. So this is just, for me, it's just a way to kind of like reach the black community, because again, we focus on the wrong stuff. And I know, a lot of times that we don't have the money, so we're eating sandwiches and chips and all these juicy juice and Capri Suns and all that stuff. Those things are not good for you, and they're not good to give your kids, because then a lot of kids are,
being obese and stuff.
Being obese, they're growing up, with these learning disabilities and stuff, and that stuff can be linked back to what you put in their body. Like, there is an amazing documentary on Netflix, and it's called The Magic Pill. I'm not sure if it's still on there, but it goes through, it's a study, and there was a little girl that had ADHD, and they took her through the diet, and within the span that they did it, she started, because she wasn't talking, she started talking. At first, all she was eating was Cheetos, because a lot of times with people that have like autism and stuff like that, they only focus on certain foods, only certain foods they'll eat. So for her, she only wanted Cheetos and a couple of other stuff. But after they like restricted her, and they was paying like $300 a month for her medication, right? So by them introducing her to keto, the whole family did it. Of course, you're losing weight, and then they also was able to not have to pay so much money for those pills. She didn't need it no more. So at the end of it, what I saw was that she started talking, but of course they say it'll take time. But she was like 7. And by the time they was done with the study and stuff, she was kind of up to a level of age like 2 or 3.
Really?
Yeah, so they did like different stuff. There was also a lady on there that had, she was diagnosed with breast cancer. And so she went to a complete ketogenic diet. She did not do, she didn't do leukemia, she didn't do like the actual chemo treatment. There you go. She didn't do that. She went on a ketogenic diet, and she said when she went back to her doctor, I don't remember the span she did it. When she went back to her doctor, he said, if I didn't diagnose you, I would think you was lying because the tumor had shrank from her renal. I'm telling you, like I was like, I'm sold. I'm sold. I was like, and this is while I was still in my journey. Like I wasn't, completely like, because I was like, man, what's the difference between strict and doing cheat? Because I was like, I kind of, want me a little piece of bread too. Right. The hardest thing for me was giving up macaroni and cheese. Like I love macaroni and cheese. So that was like my issue. I was like, okay, what can the strict keto really do? So after I saw that documentary and how they use like 3 different people with 3 different issues, and they all like came like reap rewards from it, I was like, I'm never going back to that.
I'm sold.
I'm sold. So hey, it's been a year in, and I don't plan to go back.
That's awesome. So let's get into these meal options, because you have, oh my God, you have the zucchini shrimp alfredo, the bacon pizza with olives, you have the coconut flour waffles, you have the bacon, the spinach, the eggs. Like, I'm sold, because it's like this is everything that we eat.
Normally, you just gotta cook it yourself. That's all it is, and it don't take a lot. Like, I mean, it don't take me a lot to do this stuff, but I am kind of a perfectionist, so I'm all about detail. So I will probably do a little extra steps that you don't have to. But and a lot of this stuff is available for you. Like these meal options and things are available for you. But again, like I'm in detail. Like one of the things, like I just thought like would be crazy. Like you see those French fries, like the loaded avocado fries. When I tell you, Lord, they taste just like the real thing. They taste like the real thing.
And it's
made with pork rinds.
Really?
Honey, coated in pork rinds.
Yo, listen, when I say
keto's creative,
it's everything. Listen, you have the baked chicken thighs, you have the salmon, you can even get a burger.
Yeah.
No bread.
Yeah, no bread. But you can definitely eat hamburger. Yeah.
Right. Oh my God, stuffed peppers with the sausage.
Honey.
I mean, what? Yo, we already doing keto.
Yeah, already doing keto. You just gotta take away the yellow rice, mashed potatoes, the bread, take the starch away, and you already keto.
I'm surprised you can still eat the cheese.
Oh yes, you can definitely have cheese now. If you couldn't have cheese, we may have had a problem, because I love cheese.
Oh my gosh. So like, y'all, you have to get this. Like, this is it, you guys. Like, you got everything. This is everything. The omelets. I mean, what isn't in here?
Tell me.
Yeah, you have to get this meal option. So, I mean, what else about the meal options? Like, is there anything else that they should know about the meal options? She already said that there's not that much.
You can have like anything you can think of. Like, I mean, they have fat bombs. You can have. There's desserts you can make. The only thing is you just gotta be willing to make these things yourself. Right. That's all it is. Have the actual natural ingredients, not the refined stuff. Because that refined stuff, it's bad for you.
Right.
It really is.
What about the cauliflower rice or cauliflower? I said I'm gonna make that one day.
It's good. Okay, here's the secret to that, because I will say with the cauliflower rice, it tastes a little dirty. So what I do, if I know I do have some clients that I currently coach that do not do like pork products. They only do like turkey and chicken. So you could actually coat it, I would say saute it in butter. For our pork fans, you can saute it in butter grease. Let me tell you, put it in that bacon, saute it in bacon grease, and I'll take like that dirt taste from it. And I'm telling you, like, man, I think I'm gonna make some of that tonight. But it's just like,
what's next for Keto, Kiwi, and Co?
Listen, right now, I don't know. So much things have been happening. I mean, the book just came out on February 5th.
Mm-hmm.
So far, I've sold over 75 PDF copies. Right. So I am looking into getting hard copies because I know for everybody, they're just like, I'm not really down with that PDF thing. I don't really, I can't do the Kindle. I can't do none of that. So I am looking into actually getting like more copies like you see here.
Right.
So I'm just kind of checking that out and stuff. And I mean, I don't even know. I'm just, hey, God created heat. I'm just going with the flow.
Right, just going with the flow.
And I'm telling you, I'm just, so much is happening. Like, I mean, today, I mean, come on, it hasn't even been a month yet. I just didn't know I'd be sitting here.
Listen,
like I'm telling you.
Yo, let me tell you, I think this is really good. The keto lifestyle in a nutshell. Man, I see you meal prepping for people. You just not say she like shopping, personal shopping for people. Like listen, this brand is going somewhere.
It's going somewhere, yeah.
Man, Kiwi, this is amazing. Let everyone know how they can purchase your PDF, how they can connect with you on social media.
Right, so right now on Instagram, my hashtag is @_BLVCK_NEGIST948. On Facebook, my name is Keonta Devilish Grant. To purchase this, all you need to do, you can just send, it's $22.80. You can send that to my PayPal, which is kgrant, KGRANT 948 @gmail. And within an hour, your personal PDF copy will be in your hand, and you can start grocery shopping and hey, getting that fabulous body you always wanted.
Listen. She has been doing it a year. Listen, I'm sure throughout this, I did add some clips of her before, her after her videos. Listen, this is nothing to play with. And this bag, Keto Kiwi, okay, look at her. She out here doing it for the deltas. All right, see you.
All right. Okay.
All right, you guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. Johneri'O Scott, Keto Kiwi, doing her thing. You guys, make sure you check this out. I'm telling you, summer is around the corner. You got 3 months. You got 3 months. 30 pounds, probably more, if you add exercise and stuff. So listen, get the book. You won't go wrong. You said, I need, let me see. This is, she's showing you. She's showing you. So you guys, stay tuned, connect. We are